What's up everybody, specifically you PlayStation 4 fans. I have this new video on how to transfer your games from the external hard drive to the internal system hard drive. Now I've made previous videos about this and I thought it was pretty straightforward, but maybe I need to make an updated one, so here we are. But this one's going to be a little bit different. This one's because I've been getting a lot of questions about how do you transfer games from an external hard drive back to the internal. And usually I tell people just do what I did when you transfer internal to external, but backwards. However, it looks like some people are still having trouble, so this one's gonna be focused again only transferring game files from the external to the internal. So first of all, you're gonna need an external hard drive, and I have connected one and mine's not formatted yet, so I'm gonna show you how to do that first. You're gonna go into settings and then you're gonna go to devices. Okay? And then you're gonna go down to USB storage devices. And here's my 500 gig storage. It's not formatted yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And at the bottom, you select format as extended storage. Now it's here telling you that you can install applications in this extended storage. However, saved data, screenshots, and video clips will be saved only in the system storage. That means the internal drive. I'll go ahead and click on next. And here I'll click on format. Here it's just confirming that this is what you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and select yes. Now the formatting is completed. Here's some little extra information, what you want to do with your extended storage. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. So now if I go to the storage section in the settings, you're going to see two entries. One, the system storage, which means it's the internal, and the extended storage, that means it's the external hard drive that we just formatted. Alright, so here we have my system internal drive and the external drive. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go through the whole thing here. We're gonna move a game from the internal to the external, and then we're gonna move it back from the external to the internal. Alright, so let's go ahead and select the game in the internal drive. I'm gonna select applications. And then I'm gonna do the smallest one just because, for the sake of the video. So I'm going to do remother since it's 9 gigs. So I'll select that one. I'm sorry. I will click on the options button and I want to select here, move to extended storage. I'll go ahead and check mark it, scoot over to the right, and then click on the move button. And then here to confirm it. Now as you can see, this may take a little while just because of the size of the game. At the same time, I'd like to make aware that not all games will allow you to move the game file over to an extended storage or to external drive. I've noticed in the past, and maybe other people have experienced this, games like Call of Duty, for some reason, it requires to stay on the internal drive. It won't allow you to move it to the external drive. Another thing is, unlike Xbox allows you to copy or move game files. That way you can have 2 copies or just move it normally. On PlayStation, you don't have an option to copy. You only have the option to move. That is the only option you have, so you have to decide which games you want to move to an external drive and which games you want to keep on the internal. Alright, so the transfer from the internal drive to the external drive has completed, and I'm going to go ahead and back out of here to the system, to the storages. And as you can see, the extended storage has some space used up because it is being used by the game I just copied over, remothered. Now, I would like to warn you that depending on the size of the games and how many games you copy over or move over, This process can take hours. There's no way to speed it up. There's no flip of the switch to make this thing go faster. It goes as fast as it can. It doesn't matter if you have a very nice external drive, it can only go as fast as the system can. So just a fair warning, if you're gonna copy tons of games to an external drive, you might as well just do it overnight. Do it right before you go to bed, start the process and let it run all night, because I'm telling you, it will take hours for this to complete. Now, the next process is the question what I've always been getting: how do you move it back? It is no different like what we did from the internal to the external, except we're going to do it backwards, from the external to the internal. So we're going to go ahead and go into the external drive, go to applications, click on the options button so you get the side menu, click on menu to system storage, and then I'll select remothered, and then I'll go down to the right and select move. And here it's just telling me the select application will be moved to the system storage. Click OK. And now it's in the process of moving the game back to the internal drive. As you can see, it was just selecting a different storage and selecting the games you want to move back to the internal drive. And like I mentioned just a few moments ago, if you're moving more than one game, and depending on the size of the games, especially these big, large 20 gig, 40 gig games, the process of moving the game from internal to external or external to internal storage will take hours. I'm telling you that right now because I've experienced it myself. People have messaged me complaining, oh my God, this is taking so long. It's taking hours. The needle hasn't moved yet. It's moving, but it's moving very slow. It's going as fast as it can, and there is no flipping of a switch to make the process go any faster. You're at the mercy of the system. That is it. So the transfer is complete back into the internal drive, and we're going to back out a little bit just to see that the extended storage is empty. There's nothing there, and everything's back on the system storage. And that is how you can transfer games from the internal to the external drive, and then from the external back to the internal drive. And just to kind of go over what I said earlier, there are certain games that won't let you transfer to an external drive, such as some Call of Duties. I don't know about all of them because I think I've stopped on I think it was Black Ops 3 or so that would not let me transfer. And why is that? I don't know. That is something with Activision. You have to ask them and the developers why this is required to be on the internal drive and not on the external. Alright guys, so if you have any questions about this process, just put them down in the comment section. Try to get back to you as soon as I can. And until then, TeknoBlast out.